Jesse Mendez coming into some red-hot chili peppers. It has been quite the season for Jesse Mendez.
Well, Jesse Mendez is the standard right now. He's the best wrestler in America, and he's been relentless.
Center it.
Majored Hardy earlier, and Hardy's had success against Mendez, beating him last year in the semis of the Big Ten and going out 5-0 in the NCAA championships last year. And then when he did that, he was able to get to Mendez's leg. But it's a different story this year for Jesse Mendez.
Mendez 5-1 against Hardy. Just that one loss, as you alluded to, at the Big Tens a year ago. And Brock Hardy said, to beat a guy like Jesse Mendez, I got to beat the best guy in the world. And Jim, with Jesse Mendez, a two-time reigning national champion, he's getting better.
Yeah, he's getting better. I think his pace is stronger, his will. You know, he's just out there just trying to destroy guys this year. He's already put up 27 points so far in this tournament in 2 matches. And Brock Hardy not doing too bad himself at 17.
Jesse Mendez, a 3-time All-American. He was 6th in 2023, then down at 133. 2 years ago to claim his first national title, beat Bo Bartlett. Came back in a thriller to beat Brock Hardy after giving Hardy the early lead. No score, 140 first period. Brock Hardy, another guy over the century mark in career wins. A 3-time All-American from Brigham City, Utah. 4-time Utah State champion. Mendez, a 4-time Indiana State champ, wrestled at Crown Point.
And Hardy, one of those guys, you just don't want to attack one leg because he's going to cut the corner. He's going to feel like he's almost halfway behind you if you get to his leg, particularly below the knee. So a lot of times you'll see Mendez making the adjustment there, attacking at the knee level and above to kind of eliminate that corner cutting stuff. And then, again, intense pressure, forward pressure on his opponents. Right there with high and low with that low single.
Has both legs wrapped up.
No control, no control.
Right there.
Mendez scores the first takedown, 3-0.
His timing on these shots is just fantastic. I mean, if you look at that, there's really nothing special, I think. The low shot of the ankle. And
why is the timing good?
Well, a lot of times you'll catch a guy with 1 foot in the air, you know, so you know that, well, 1 foot's, as they're moving, you know, left or right, if you're going right and if maybe the right foot's moving up there, you'll catch him in the air, so you know that that left leg is totally planted and it's stable, right? You can go ahead and attack that.
And he took everything away from Hardy. Hardy's looking for somewhere to go, and he usually finds it. There was nowhere to go. I mean, you know, and so that's because Mendez took it all away.
Yeah, that's nothing worse in the sport than when you make a commitment to a shot, then all of a sudden, as Mendez has done right here, right? See him moving back up. Excellent finish there, scooping the bottom leg. Right?
Brock Hardy, such a great scrambler.
He is trying to get his head up there. We'll see if Mendez is able to go ahead and continue to push back in, maybe create some separation in a big turn.
Makes that turn inside of 5 seconds. 3-1 after the first period. Jesse Mendez, a 2-time national champion for Ohio State. There have been some great ones in Columbus. Logan Stieber, 4-time national champion. Kyle Snyder, 3 national titles.
And talk about a crowd, and for the moment, Jesse Mendez loves the lights. And Hardy just loves the sport. There's nothing big about this moment for either of these guys.
Well, I think Hardy's going to be an excellent coach someday. He's got all the tricks. You know, he's the old guy at the Y. Walk in there.
Drop down one. Out of bounds.
There's Jay Jaggers, 2-time national champ. Talk about a guy that showed up when the lights got bright. Logan Stieber, 4-time national champ. Part of that 2015 team championship for Ohio State was Logan Stieber. These two meeting for the 3rd time this season. It was 4-1 Mendez at the national duels in mid-November. And then on January 25th, a 14-3 major for Mendez as he was able to open things up. But Brock Hardy, so tricky. There's a sit by Mendez. Hardy looking to chase hips and stay behind.
And Mendez was able to catch the leg and come out facing. Gonna get, I think, 1 at least here.
Hardy remains in control.
They can hit back into him and put him back on the mat and take him to his back.
And there's the escape for Mendez as the Buckeye adds to his lead, now 4-1. This is Hardy's third trip to the Big Ten Finals. A runner-up in 2023. Lost to Real Woods. That's the Hawkeyes' last Big Ten champion. And he was great at Northwestern last March. Beat Mendez. Von Baar for the Big Ten crown. 40 to go in this second period. First period takedown, second period escape for Mendez.
And in previous matches, Hardy's always been able to get to the leg, but I think with the more pressure that we've seen from Mendez here this season here, just hunting out bonus points, I mean, those shots are not there.
You're right. He's always been able to get to Mendez's right leg there, but Jesse blocking off any opportunity he has there. Jesse keeps coming forward, working that head.
Red choice. Red.
And the 2021 Junior Hodge Trophy winner Jesse Mendez takes a 3-point advantage to the third. Mendez goes
Red, you got a warning, okay?
on top of Hardy, who chose to go underneath. Sinks in a deep claw right off the whistle. Forward pressure there from Mendez.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be very committed to that ride in the top position. I think he feels more comfortable early in this third period to go to back to his attacks. There's the shot, there's a corner. Wasn't able to, that's what we talked about. Look at Hardy, cut the corner all the way, almost, see his left knee is almost all the way behind him.
No control.
He's in a better position right now to be able to score. Mendez trying to keep that right shoulder underneath the crook of the knee right there. If he can roll through, create a better scramble opportunity. Mendez looking for a stalemate.
Yeah, he's in damage control there, appropriately so. He's had too much experience for Hardy to let him get into his wheelhouse, and so he knew exactly what he wanted to do to get that stalemate call.
Hardy down by 2.
Of course, at this stage of the match, you're trailing 4-2.
Oh, nice deep double leg for Mendez. Going to switch off to a single.
Great hips by Hardy.
Yeah, but Hardy wants to scramble right now. And look at the anticipation there, squaring up as Mendez off that scramble.
Blood on the face of Jesse Mendez. Action stops with 52 seconds remaining.
Good wrestling right here, attacking above the knee with a scramble right there. So there's no cutting the corner there for Hardy, but he does square his hips really well. Now look at the athletic ability. He limps that leg out and gets to a corner. I mean, he is relentless on trying to get behind you when you come into his legs.
One of the more unique wrestlers in the country is Brock Hardy.
Imaginative.
Brock Hardy's got 4 losses, 2 to Jesse Mendez, the other 2 to Sergio Vaga of Oklahoma State. I like the comment Mark Manning made after that first meeting with Sergio Vaga. He said, Vaga was able to Brock Hardy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Brock Hardy, his slogan, wrestling is fun. Just a great competitor, very respectful. One of those guys that respects everyone, fears no one.
Gentlemen, let's make this fun here.
We are set to go. 52 remaining in regulation. A pair of Big Ten champions.
Really interesting here. Hardy just wants to get attached to Mendez. Mendez understands where he's strong, coming from space there.
Center.
Not going to have a part of the attachment that Hardy wants.
But you get under 30 seconds, though, I don't see Mendez attacking him here, so Hardy has to really get on it to create a scramble.
Hardy with his head stuffed underneath.
Let me see you. Look at me.
And action stops, blood time.
All over.
Luke Lillidahl, the Big Ten champ at 125. Ben Davino, the young Buckeye at 133. Ohio State looking to go back-to-back with Davino and Mendez, but the 2-time reigning national champion in another dogfight with Brock Hardy.
Yeah, you know, this is interesting territory here for Mendez. He hasn't had too many opportunities where he's had to defend a 2-point lead. You know, I just saw Jay Jaggers there. Okay, you get snapped down here, plant your hands and square up.
Mendez, a bonus point machine. In the conversation for the Dan Hodge Trophy awarded to college wrestling's best wrestler. No stall calls. on Mendez.
Green.
And there's the first call on the Buckeye. But he's up by 2. Down to 10 seconds. And Jesse Mendez on the edge corrals the legs, his second takedown. And that will put his second Big Ten championship on ice. Mendez remains undefeated. The Buckeyes won 27 straight. Mendez improves to 6-1 in his career against Brock Hardy. And taking that championship belt back to Columbus. Champ, Jesse Mendez.
That's right. He said, I got blood coming down. He got blood all over. I mean, that was a heck of a match. How difficult was that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough every time you wrestle a guy like Hardy. You got to be dialed for the 7 minutes. He's crafty in every area. So, I got to be dialed for 7 minutes, keeping my focus ready. Quick finishes, and, he had a good game plan and slowed me down. Didn't get to as many attacks as I wanted to, but, he's a hell of a wrestler, and I'm expecting a war every time we step on the mat together.
You're undefeated. You continue that season. What can we expect out of you 2 weeks in Cleveland?
Yeah, just constant offense. I want to win a Hodge that comes with bonus points in every single match. So, I'm just trying to be a step ahead of the pack, separate myself from the pack, and that's what I'm hoping to do in March.
Congrats on the championship.
Thank you very much. Good bucks.
Great respect from Jesse Mendez to his rival Brock Hardy. Showing off that championship strap. 10 Penn State Nittany Lions will wrestle in Cleveland as we turn the page to 149 pounds. Shane Van Ness and Ethan Styles. Sets a hard-fought win over the Badger Joe Zargo 4-3. And here we go at 149 pounds. And Jim, I'm sure Van Ness would like a better start.
Yeah, he's got off to slow starts, particularly in the semifinals where he got taken down a couple times. And, of course, in the quarterfinals, Ryder Block took him down, rode him out. And he was able to get on his horse and basically pursue Block aggressively and got 2 1-point stall calls and a 2-point stall call to win the match.
Van Ness, a 2-time All-American out of Somerville, New Jersey, a 2-time prep national champ at Blair Academy, comes in a perfect 20-0. Was 3rd at the Big Ten's last March at Northwestern, 4th in 2023 in Ann Arbor.
And the thing we know about Van Ness is he does have the offense to come back, because yesterday, wasn't the only time. He was down 7-0 against Ethan Miller earlier in the year from Virginia Tech, came back to win. Down to Carter Young, 8-0, and came back, and Tech followed him 31-15. So he's got the offense to come back. When you know that you're a different guy,
And that was an incredible effort January 24th, as you mentioned, against Carter Young. Trailed at 7-0, scored 9 takedowns en route to that 31-15 Tech fall. You go back to 2023 at the national tournaments. He trailed Ethan Miller 8-0 after 1. Got 4 takedowns in the 3rd against the Terrapin. Ultimately got the pin. Came back and took 3rd. He's been 3rd twice at the national tournaments. Just very calm. He can put points on the board quickly.
And how he does put those points on the board. He bounces off his knees, back up into the guy, and he doesn't really, shoot and then stop. You'll never really see him in a situation where he's take the long shot, shoelaces flat with no power. He bounces off his knees, gets right back up on his feet, explodes into his opponents. And I said this for a while, though, I think he gets as close as anybody. He gets right really inside. When it's time for him to shoot, he is basically almost underneath your chin.
Shot there by the Buckeye Styles, but crunched underneath Shane Van Ness.
Yeah, Styles is deceptive in his offense. He's kind of twitchy. His fakes, he wants to create confusion. And so he's not scared to get in there, create a wrestling position, and see what happens.
Now he creates that scramble. Now Van Ness looking for a little ankle pass right there. You see his right foot kicking that right tricep to try to free up his left foot. Referee's going to call stalemate.
The 3rd straight Buckeye wrestling in this Big Ten Championship Finals round.
39.
They are 2-0. DeVito and Mendez claiming crowns. Styles in his first season in Columbus came from Oregon State. He was an All-American a year ago for the Beavers. Placing 6th. He's 14-4. Illinois native from Chicago, Illinois. 3-time Illinois state champion, Conan High School. He is scoreless with Van Ness inside of 20 seconds in this first period. Tell you this, with this being the third straight Buckeye, again, Ohio, a big wrestling state, they are cheering at Callahan Auto in Sandusky. Mentioned before when we saw Jesse Mendez give the Herbie Hancock. Callahan Auto, big supporters of wrestling.
Well, it makes me laugh just thinking about the movie.
Styles on bottom in a scoreless match to begin this second period. You use Callahan Auto brake pads, Jim?
I laughed till I cried when I watched that movie. It was so many funny scenes. The late great one.
Van Ness had a half Nelson before on a wrist.
Oh, there it
And now
is.
Van Ness puts Styles in trouble. Gonna settle in center of the mats. Van Ness looking for the slap of the Resolites. He's the Big Ten champ. Eruption inside the Bryce Jordan Center. The big smile and the signature bow, and you saw trouble for Ethan Styles.
Yeah, he just got sucked back there on a, got a little extended right there, and then Van Ness knew exactly what to do with it right there. See how he sits out in this position, right? Comes back, a little breakdown, like say a little extended, and then gets all the way around in front. It goes right into that arm, basically the finish of an arm throw right there. And once that shoulder came over the top, there was the fall.
Van Ness now 21-0, the Big Ten champions with Zach.
You just turned this place on its head. You got it so excited. What's it like to wrestle and win a Big Ten championship in this arena?
I just need to say thank you to my family for supporting me, and to my teammates, commander or comrade, you know who you are. You've been a big help to me throughout this. And there's so many people that don't get enough credit on our squad here at Penn State. And for all those that ever went unrecognized but helped me to be here today, I want to say thank you.
What about this fan support, the way these guys get into you throughout this entire tournament?
Penn State is the best. There's nowhere better to be for wrestling. The fans are incredible.
You're a Big Ten champion. What's it feel like to be atop of the podium this year?
It feels like another Tuesday. We got nationals in 2 weeks, so it's back to the drawing board. We're going to go keep getting better.
Congratulations, Ben.
Thank you so much.
It takes an army, a very humble champion in Shane Van Ness, getting the first fall at these 2026 Big Ten Championship Finals. The Nittany Lions with their second Big Ten champion. Van Ness joins Luke Lillidahl, who captured the crown at 125 pounds. Oh, what a feeling. Shane Van Ness picks up his first Big Ten championship, gives the autograph. 157 pounds, an anticipated showdown. Antrell Taylor, the reigning national champ, the sensational true freshman P.J. Duke. That's now another anticipated regular season rematch with Antrell Taylor and P.J. Duke. Taylor ranked 3rd in the nation, Duke ranked 4th in the nation. Taylor the 1 seed, Duke the 2. They met. Cannon got the first takedown. It was all P.J. Duke after that. Let's scrap at 157.
Really excited about this matchup here. Both these guys like the same thing, same move on the same side. So Antrell Taylor really works well with the right-handed underhook, and P.J. Duke, a lot of his offense gets going with a left-handed underhook. So they'll be constantly fighting here for that position. See that tug right there? What's been impressing me is how Duke has really turned into a huge point scorer here in this tournament.
Wrestle out of it, guys.
He's 18-1 on the season, his lone defeat to Taylor. Duke from Slate Hill, New York, Minnesink Valley. His freshman year, he wrestled at Carmel High School with a state title. He's a 4-time New York State champ, Junior Hodge Trophy winner on his resume. Sensational true freshman. Wrestled at the Senior World Championships in Croatia this past September, did not place.
There's that underhook here for Antrell. He does a great job with this.
Duke doing everything he can to keep from that underhook, but he believes so much, Antrell believes so much, he's going to sink that underhook, whether it's offense, defense, he's going to find it.
Duke loves that 2-on-1.
Yeah, he sags really well with that and makes Taylor just basically try. Oh, really quick stall call right there.
Stall call on Taylor, first one on the Cornhusker.
And not make the Nebraska coaches happy there in that corner.
No score, 1:45 in the first.
Wrestle out of it.
Taylor from Millard, Nebraska. Millard South High School, 3-time state champ.
Left-handed underhook.
And there's going to be a really good flurry between the two. Taylor able to stay square.
Did you see him hop out of that? Most people get thrown to the rear end on that thing, but Taylor, no, he's totally comfortable keeping balance right there and flung his feet out to support himself and got back up. Impressive. See where Duke basically likes to put his forehead right there. He understands that if Taylor does it, jumps to the other side, he's going to push his position to score, and he does.
He's going to get the 3 takedown. He gets behind the Cornhusker, and he's got the lead with 1 minute to go in the first.
He just worked so hard to keep Taylor from getting what he wanted. It was his hand fighting, his footwork. Duke took that for those 3 points.
Yeah,
wow.
he's not a one-trick pony as far as going to the left side, okay? He jumped.
And now he's going to look to turn the Cornhusker. Has a crossface.
Yeah, I don't expect much out of this, but
building his riding time. It's over 30 seconds. Big situation right here if you are PJ Duke and you find a way to finish this period on top. This crowd making some noise in support of their true freshman. This past October, PJ Duke, U23 World Bronze. He has been busy on the freestyle circuit.
3 different world teams.
Incredible. Of course, last June beat Yanni Diakomahalis at Final X. He was teched in the first match, came back to beat Yanni. Mentioned it yesterday, saw on Twitter, Yanni suffered an injury. Wish him the best, one of my favorite guys in wrestling. Great for the sport. Escape by Taylor. He trails it by 2, short time, but PJ Duke with another good leg attack. God, this has been physical, Jim.
It really has been, and that once Duke gets in this position, normally beats everybody in that underhook. He shrugged him off a couple of times, but I've just been really impressed that Antrell's been able to stay on his feet. Take a look at this one. Takedown by Duke. He fakes going to one side, then comes back to the other. So he's not just a one-trick pony going always to the left. He's always darting off to the other side there, trying to get low. Good work.
Going slow, guys.
Taylor on bottom to begin this second period.
A lot of evidence that takedown is very difficult when you see all the things that Taylor was able to get out of in that first period.
Still green.
Taylor, as a redshirt freshman in 2024, was 8th at the NCAAs for his first All-American honor. It's a 1-point match. Taylor with a pair of escapes after giving up that first takedown. Going off that underhook once again. Taylor wisely circles back inside the circle. He's been hit once already with stalling. Half shot there by the Cornhusker.
The half shot to set up that right-handed underhook, and so he can go ahead and shrug him by. Staying in the middle here.
Taylor now with an underhook. Duke able to clear.
And how Duke is able to clear, he's able to put the top of his head right in the top of the shoulder right there. And ends up creating, it's right there. When Taylor gets that underhook, Duke's head is going right to his chest.
Coming up on 1 minute remaining in this second period. Taylor was 4th at the Big Tens last March before claiming gold in Philly.
One thing Taylor's learned this year is his comeback. He's been in positions where you think he's beat. He just believes he's going to go all the way to the end. And so that fight right now and the digging for that underhook, just setting up the opportunity later for Taylor.
He's had some tough wins. Jordan Williams, Landon Robidoux of Oklahoma State. The win here against PJ Duke. Charlie Millard, you called that match against the Gopher in Minneapolis. He ultimately got the fall, fell behind. Here's PJ Duke. He gets behind one more time. His second takedown of the match, and it's 6-2.
Just a beautiful hop and go behind.
Riding time over 50 seconds.
Still controlled by Duke. 1 point on the stalemate.
Escape awarded. And we are neutral with 17 seconds showing in the second period.
Referee Kurt Frost called a stalemate, gave Taylor the 1 point. Taylor goes right back to the down position.
Yeah, this is so hard for Antrell Taylor right now because Duke he makes great decisions. So hard to score on. He's really turned up his offense, and that just plays right into his wheelhouse.
Look at this second takedown, guys, here. He's going to end up doing a go behind, going to the left, right? Boom, right there. Shrugs it by, beats that right arm, hops totally off his feet, keeps his chest. One of the first things you learn, Shane, in the wrestling room in elementary school is to do that. Keep your chest on a person and jump around behind. One of the basic fundamentals of the sport.
Basics win. Always have, always will. Duke a 3-point lead. And he's able to get the escape. 7-3.
Stay clean!
Yeah, trying to work through there, and Duke just so hard to work through that head-hands defense. Good snaps, staying in the middle.
But I sense Duke is looking for bonus points right there. Left-handed underhook right into a shot.
P.J. Duke has been lethal on his feet. The back trip to perfection. His third takedown. 10-3. And P.J. Duke just keeping his foot on the gas pedal. 20 against Brandon Cannon. He's got 10 against Antrell Taylor and still 60 seconds to work with.
It's not just about winning a title, it's about exhausting yourself.
Making a statement on this Sunday afternoon with the national tournament looming in Cleveland less than 2 weeks away.
Last year, Taylor was winning a national title. Duke was in high school.
In on the leg once again. Can he get one more? Has the ankle. Attempted back trip. Down to 20 seconds. And there's that second stall call on Taylor, and a tally for Duke. And he is in bonus points territory. Has that riding time at 60 seconds, and Mark Manning not happy. P.J. Duke will improve to 19-1. It'll be a major decision. P.J. Duke, the king of the Big Ten at 157. Jim, I would describe those leg attacks as crisp.
Shane, he was looking for bonus points, right? Just that type of attitude, adding to his lead. You know, most guys will settle for the championship there to keep a good position, but here he is keeping his balance, sweeping that leg back, pushing in the chest right there. Just an impressive finish of a great tournament for P.J. Duke.
P.J. Duke has the Bryce Jordan Center rocket, and he's with Zach.
Yeah, Big Ten wrestled. Antrell won it. What was different this time for you?
I think this time I was more prepared. My body's feeling a lot better. I'm wrestling great. My support system's amazing, and I think it was just on me before, and I made that adjustment, and I obviously did better.
As soon as you got done, you ran over there to your family and embraced them. What's their support mean to you?
I can't even put into words what they mean for me. I honestly don't even know what to say. I would be nowhere close to where I am without them. And they've been there every step of the way. Even when it wasn't looking good, they were there. My coach, KD, especially, you know, he's always supported me, you know, and I'm just so thankful to have the people I have, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Congrats on the Big Ten championship.
Thank you.
P.J. Duke gives Penn State its third Big Ten champion. In recent years, the Nittany Lions' dominance at the Big Ten championships, Levi Haynes, Tyler Kasak, and now P.J. Duke, Big Ten champs at 157. Grabbing that Sharpie, P.J. Duke, he's a Big Ten champ. Up next at 165, meeting for the 8th time in their college careers, Mitchell Mesenbrink and Mikey Caliendo.
Giving you a recap of 157 pounds. It was a battle of the cannons. Brandon Cannon, #1 of the country coming into this tournament, but Cannon Webster was firing all over the mat. He gets a couple of takedowns, and he goes ahead and secures a 3rd place victory for the Illinois Fighting Illini. A great tournament yet again for Cannon Webster, who saw himself in the championship match a season ago. The total list of qualifiers appear with Charlie Millard sneaking in there in that 8th spot. Karen Catrapone gets the medical forfeit at the 5th place to get on to the NCAA championships. Cannon Webster and Trell Taylor, and all led by P.J. Duke. Shane.
165 pounds, 2-time Big Ten. Blaze in the quarterfinals. Mesenbrink has beaten Caliendo 7 times in his career, 7-0. Most recently in mid-January, 11-2. And Mitchell Mesenbrink, Jim, it is always off the whistle. It never takes long for him to get to his offense.
Once he gets there, he's an excellent finisher, and kind of rolled him around there a little bit, got the quick takedown on the finish. So nice escape by Caliendo. Well, you got to come out here ready when you wrestle Mesenbrink, because it's just total offensive juggernaut.
8 tech falls, 8 falls on the season. He's won 48 straight. He's 73-1 in his career. His only loss was to David Carr of Iowa State, 9-8 in that NCAA final in 2024. He beat Caliendo to claim both the Big Ten and national crown last March. And he's been magnificent. Mitchell Mesenbrink.
Center neutral.
Just as good as it gets when he takes those shots. When he has his head stuffed down somebody, between their legs and all, he does a great job of finishing. So as he has that knowledge, he just takes more shots, because he knows when he gets there, see, his head's not in great position, backs right out, and he'll re-attack. I mean, only seconds later, he'll be on a shot.
Yeah, it's hard to prepare for his intensity and pace. I was actually working out on the treadmill the other day, thinking through the lineup, and I said I couldn't train hard enough on the treadmill to be prepared for Mitchell Mesenbrink. It's just incredible.
From Heartland, Wisconsin, Arrowhead High School. Final against Dean Hamady in 2024 when he came back to beat the Badger 13-11. That garnered him Big Ten Freshman of the Year honors. That was one of my favorite Big Ten finals in recent years. He's up 3-1, 115 first period. There's a shot by Mesenbrink. Good recovery there by the Nittany Lion. Caliendo heavy on the head of Mesenbrink.
Yeah, short of the first takedown, I think Caliendo's kind of getting a measurement on those shots of Mesenbrink.
Caliendo from Geneva, Illinois, was the first state champion at Batavia High School. Began his college career at North Dakota State, was an All-American for the Bison. As Mesenbrink, right off the whistle, going to score his 2nd takedown at 6-1.
Yeah, to Jim's point there, he gets in on the leg, and a lot depends on what his opponent does to react. He just then gets himself in the wrestling position and follows through, goes from position to position. And the other thing is, when he started out fast, you were talking about Caliendo being able to square up in a whole bit. I just love the way that Mesenbrink is urgent all the time. He doesn't take anyone for granted.
Here we are, 25 seconds remaining first period. He's got 2 takedowns. He's on the hunt for another one. Caliendo, a 3-time All-American. He was 4th in 2024 before that runner-up finish last March. Now in his 3rd year in Iowa City, he has been spectacular for head coach Tom Brands and the Hawkeyes. Short time in the first. Mesenbrink is so dangerous off of whistles, and he scores a pair of takedowns.
Yeah, right here, just right off the beginning. He's not afraid to put himself into positions where he's a little bit out of it. But you know, when he drives back up into a guy, he just ends up being in a great finishing position. One more time. It looks like most guys would give up that position, but look how active his knees are. Lifts the guy up, and when the guy's totally up in the air like that, he slams him down in a position to be able to score.
Caliendo nearing 100 career victories.
I don't think we really, sometimes you don't appreciate how strong his shoulders have to be to do that, to be that aggressive and take that many shots and finish in that way.
Quick escape adds to his lead. In these championships, Mesenbrink and Josh Barr, 100% bonus weight. Look at that shot. Incredible.
Little touch and go left-handed high crotch.
What made that so seamless? It appeared to look easy.
Well, giving him the same look he'd been giving him with the straight-on dives there, then touching the head, then coming back in when he reached. Left-handed high crotch right there, and also very active lower body to get a better angle. It just went right around behind him. 2
takedowns in the first, another one here in the second period. Riding time over 40 seconds. You see Mesenbrink controlling wrist. Another breakdown there. He's got Caliendo flat.
Yeah, uses the entire body there, stretches him out. See the elbows out there, and then he's working to elevate that back leg into the head lever.
Head lever, Tim, he's from Wisconsin, and in Wisconsin, we call it a coffee grinder.
Yes, you do.
Coffee grinder from Mesenbrink.
Yeah.
Tight waist for Mesenbrink. He's got Caliendo flat. Caliendo doing all he can to work up and build the base.
Now, when Caliendo trying to build his base, trying to bring his right elbow back to his knee, well, he'll push that tricep basically forward here, keep busting the legs of the table as we talk about.
Has that near ankle scooped up.
Shane just busted my legs on that.
I'm sensitive on that one.
Well.
Final seconds, Mesenbrink gets that takedown in the second period. Finishes the period on top. His riding time is at 1:51.
Touch and go, head to the outside shot right now. Touch, right, boom, right there. Rotates, comes back up, and look how he moves his ankles, okay? That is a super shot, guys. Way to go.
Just engage and execute. Boom, boom. He doesn't. There's just no margin in between his engagement and his execution. Mesenbrink.
Highlight takedown there for Mesenbrink. Mat return. There's a switch situation for Caliendo.
Red zone first. There's no count.
I think another example of the strength in his shoulders and everything to be able to stay in that position. Most people would give up that switch. Incredibly strong. Look at this. You take a look at the width of his shoulders and lats. I mean, he's really well put together for this sport.
One red escape, neutral.
Caliendo with an escape. Now Caliendo on a single leg. Hawkeye with his head to the outside. Mesenbrink trying to feed him some hips. And potentially dangerous whistle. There is John Mesenbrink. Longtime high school coach. There is Mitchell's mom, Bernadette. I believe his brother down there as well. The family's able to sit Matt's side.
John wrestled at Drake University in Des Moines.
A great wrestling mind. Coach guys like Ben and Max Askren, Jake Soufflone. He was a fantastic high school wrestling coach. Now he works with Ben Askren, Askren Wrestling Academies in Wisconsin, and they've really changed the game in the Badger State.
Watch these feet in the backside for me.
Mesenbrink from Wisconsin, Demira Solis from Wisconsin as well, Colin Connor. 60 seconds remaining in this third period. Riding time already locked up for Mesenbrink as he's working on another bonus point victory. Looking to beat Caliendo for the 8th time in his college career.
Takes his defense right into the offense. Crackdown position. Caliendo's really worked well in a few of these scrambles, but there's just too many attempts to,
Yeah, as always.
Too many attempts as far as, his offense goes, and you can't counter everything.
And as always, the fight's always been there for Caliendo, and he continued to fight here. But Mitchell Mesenbrink, the most skilled, he's got the biggest gas tank. There's no brakes, it's all gas.
A lot of pressure for Mitchell Mesenbrink. Another convincing victory for the Nittany Lion. Now 22-0 with the riding time point 12-3, another bonus point victory, and he's a three-time Big Ten champ. Mesenbrink blows a kiss to the crowd and gets another one of those Big Ten championship belts. Now 74-1 in his career. There's his family, great moment with the Mesenbrink family. And the Nittany Lions with their fourth Big Ten champ. Mesenbrink got to his offense early, scoring a few takedowns, riding time secured, winning in all positions. Another bonus point victory for Mesenbrink at the NCAA Championships. And he is with Zach Mackey.
Mitchell, you've won Big Ten championships before, but what's it like to win it here inside the Bryce Jordan Center?
Yeah, this year's a lot different for me. I mean, I know it fulfills me in life now. This past year, I've won a lot of the things that I wanted to win, and I realized I was the most unhappy that I've ever been. And I think that shows, I know that this isn't going to fulfill me, and I know that winning something or getting an amount of money or whatever is going to fulfill me. I know that's God, and I'm Catholic, so I'm going to say, Jesus Christ, that's what's going to fulfill me. Now I'm just a tool for that, whatever God's plan is.
What can we expect out of you at the NCAA Championships here in 2 weeks then?
Free. Same exact thing. Like right when your why is clearly defined for yourself, then you can go out and be fearless and go get it. I appreciate all my opponents and the fun that we can go out and wrestle hard, but I want to be free. And the biggest thing, if I'm not enjoying it, why would I do it? So I want to enjoy it. I want to have fun. That's my main goal.
Congratulations, Mitchell.
Appreciate it. Thank
Pounds, Levi Haynes, undefeated, ranked #1 in the nation, and Christopher Minto. Aaron Brooks capturing 4 Big Ten titles for the Nittany Lions. Levi Haynes, second season up at 174 pounds, began his career at 157. Two-time finalist at 157, won the title 2 years ago, beating Ja'Cory Teamer, then of Arizona State, to claim his first title. Third a year ago, the 3-time All-American from Arnsville, Pennsylvania. Two-time PA state champ. Over 90 career wins. He's been so good at Penn State.
Yeah, he really has. It's been fun to watch him. Now he's in on a shot there. Head to the outside shot, tried to come out the back door a little bit. Again, before he makes much of a move, he's thinking about how can I clear my ankles out of here. So he jumps down to his butt right there, tries to get a little bit of better turn, a little more hip separation, cut that left arm through if he can. Nope. Minto doing a nice job of keeping a hold of those wrestling shoe right there at the shoelaces. Now he's free to
puts him on a hip. Better position here for the Nittany Lion.
Yeah. I tell you what, it's hard to believe that Christopher Minto was a 65-pounder. At any time.
He was a 65-pounder a year ago. He was 8th at the Big Tens, and then he was 4th at the national tournaments. As a 12 seed, he made the semis, lost to Mesenbrink, and then was in that 3rd place match, fell to Peyton Hall of West Virginia.
If Minto can get out of this, he has really fended off, and there's the stalemate right there, because Haynes, when you watch his hands in there, his hands are going, they're so active. They're moving every 2 or 3 seconds, and he created that opening, got in, and I thought it was impressive that Minto was able to react on that shot by Haynes and get that stalemate.
Yeah, he doesn't get it on the legs as much as somebody like Mesenbrink, but he's really good with his finishes, and the fact that Minto was able to do that, good point. The break free, and this was a lot of hand fighting. Almost first time that they wrestled in this dual meet in the middle of the year. It was just pretty much a brawl. Some pushing that started in the beginning of it, but you know, everybody settled down and ended up being a good, fun match to watch.
Minto from Cape Coral, Florida, Mariner High School, the redshirt sophomore. Earned his second Navy Classic Championship in early November. Haynes earlier this season won the Black Knight invite for the 3rd time. Never lost a Big Ten dual meet. Shot there by the Cornhusker, neutralized by Haynes. Haynes heavy with those hands.
Minto's one of those guys, he'll let you into those legs. Very strong in ability to counter. Doesn't try to necessarily match the low wrestling, so he'll wrestle a little bit higher. Pop the...
These two met in the regular season here inside the Bryce Jordan Center. Match won by Haynes, a scoreless first. Here's a flashback. Haynes was down early. Minto got the takedown. But as Levi Haynes has done during the course of his career, he just finds a way, rally back for the 8-6 decision at the end of January.
Highlighted by some really good leg attack finishes.
Minto goes on bottom here, second period.
And this is where I just see Haynes moving into tournament form. I remember when he won his national title at 157, he really did a lot of riding guys, you know. And that's a good job by Minto getting up and getting into a situation where he could get that escape.
Yeah, really nice job before Haynes could get his right leg in, what he likes to do.
That escape puts the Cornhusker out in front, 1-0.
Drove him straight off the mat right there, and there was basically no stall call there. The Nebraska coaching staff basically jumped up on their feet there. They wanted that call.
Brian Snyder and Mark Manning in the corner for Minto. Cale Sanderson and Casey Cunningham in the opposite corner for Levi Haynes, wrestling for his 4th Big Ten title.
And let's not forget about the trip that Christopher Minto basically had to get to the finals. The match he had with Patrick Kennedy, he was all over Kennedy, you know, took him down, put him to his back, really did a nice job there. He's really wrestling well, so he's coming to this match with a lot of confidence.
Minto this season at the national duels fell to Alex Facundo of Oklahoma State and Carson Hartschlaw, the Buckeye. Regular season at Kennedy, avenged that loss last night. His other loss was to Haynes, as we showed you, 8-6.
Oh, wow. Nice drop in off of that tie. And he'll let you in, but he likes a little crotch lift there, locked in the crotch. Makes it difficult for Haynes to finish. Wants to keep weight over the top of Haynes' head. Haynes coming back up, and notice how he's basically keeping that left leg bent so he can't hook it.
And not often that happens. Haynes is such a good finisher.
I think they're going to call him an illegal move. Illegal hold. There's a period of time in there.
Mark Manning and Brian Snyder pleading their case to the officials. And that is going to be a challenge break from Nebraska.
Yeah, the challenge break with some exclamation right there. So what does he do here? In good position, plops him down. Was it not a figure 4 in that position?
Well, he touched as a figure 4, had the...
And slipped down off of it, it looked like.
Yep.
So this is a
both officials saw the same
challenge.
thing.
Christopher Minto, one of 5 Cornhuskers in these Big Ten Championship finals. So far, we've seen 4 champs from Penn State and 2 for the Buckeyes.
That's going to go to the independent review, which will have 2 permanent officials in there. Plainclothesmen, we'll call them, and then 1 official from the group out here that rotates back into that. So,
coaches' challenges go to the review. And there is a look at the independent review room. Officials' reviews take place mat side. The officials can look at video at their discretion. This is a coach's challenge, and that is where it goes to the independent review room. Coach's challenge by Nebraska.
Call on the mat is upheld, illegal, 1.
yeah.
The call is upheld. Short time in the second period. Down to 10 seconds. 1-1. Haynes will have the choice in the third.
One to one.
Haynes, the 2023 Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Believe he beat Peyton Robb to win that first Big Ten title of Nebraska. Then he fell in the national final to Austin O'Connor. O'Connor of North Carolina.
Sitting in the Illinois corner all weekend, assistant coach for the Illini in his home state. Austin O'Connor, 2-time NCAA champion.
Look for a quick escape here by Haynes. I don't think that Minto's going to stay with him very long.
And Haynes has the lead 2-1.
Remember, he was able to take down Haynes with that swing single. He was right. Minto's right.
Levi Haynes, just 4 losses in his career, fell to Vinnie Zerban at the Bearcat Open back in November of 2022. Here's Christopher Minto, his best opportunity.
Yeah, you know, guys, what he wasn't able to do in that position was to get Haynes moving. Haynes was able to plant his feet. Now a counter shot. Minto has got him spread out a little bit.
Christopher Minto so strong with those hips. On the shoe tops.
It's hard to shake Haynes out of his position right there. He just has good balance.
Looking to roll him now through crotch lift.
Now they're in a crackdown position, but that right shoulder is really tucked in there tight. Trying to call off the mat or stalemate.
Mentioned that loss to Zerban and O'Connor, also Keegan O'Toole and Dean Hamady a year ago. That's it, just 4 losses, an incredible career, and here he is on the legs.
Again, the hand fighting, found the opening, he got in. Minto again in the waterfall position there, defending that shot.
Now they're in a roll-through situation, but it doesn't look like Minto can roll him through. I mean, Haynes doing a great job of keeping his balance, not rolling around. So I'll either be in a stalemate, because I know I have the lead.
Down to 30 seconds. Riding time and on factor.
One more time, he almost gets up to a double leg, but he doesn't have any power once he gets to into that double leg position. He's not able to move Haynes. Good defense.
Yeah, and Haynes squared up. So nice. And as you said, Jimmy knows he's got the lead.
Ranked number 1 in the country. And Levi Haynes into the history books in the Big Ten Conference. A 4-time Big Ten champion. Levi Haynes had to knock off Christopher Minto for the 2nd time to capture that 4th Big Ten crown. now 21-0, and he's with Zach.
Levi, you join an elite crew of 4-time Big Ten champions. You're just the 4th to do it here at Penn State. What does that mean to you?
It's the right spot at the right time, I guess.
How does a match like this set you up for the NCAA tournament in 2 weeks?
Yeah, it gets me excited. Wrestling the best competitors. No better wrestling conference in the Big Ten, so I think it's great in my preparation to be ready to go in 2 weeks.
Congrats on the championship.
3-time All-American Levi Haynes.
All right, Shane, heck of a weekend so far for Shane Sparks, and a heck of a weekend at 174 pounds. 5th place, Bo Mantonota here on the side of the bat, gets around to that first to get a takedown early on Lenny Pinto. He goes on to win it and take 5th place at the Big Ten Championships. In the 3rd place bout then, Carson Hartslaw is on the edge of the mat, leading already Patrick Kennedy of Iowa, and he ends up securing this and securing a 3rd place finish at the Big Ten Championships. The full list of qualifiers, there's 10 going to be sent to the NCAA Championships here at 174 pounds. Going to look at some of those guys. 7th place for Colin Kelly to wrestle his way back in. Luke Condon walks away with 9th as well. There's the full list led by the Big Ten champ, Levi Haynes. Shane.
There are some hammers at 174 heading to Cleveland. 184 pounds, the first meeting. It is going down.
Yeah, look at this. A straight-on shot there by Rocco Welsh. But a lot of these guys, or these 2 guys, have a lot in common here. Used to wrestling close physical matches. This will be one of those. It'll be difficult for each wrestler to get to the legs and finish. They may have to grind each other down a little bit. Heavy collar ties, underhooks, pushing off the mat. This type of stuff where you're circling back in to wear each other down to make a difference.
McAnally here a year ago.
Yeah, and I love his offensive system. It's so direct. He finishes quick and clean, and he just stays in his position here. They're both got great they look for openings all the time to shoot, but I'd call Rocco Welsh a little bit more of a controlled brawler. Neither of them have fear.
McAnally in the Big Ten final. Last March at Northwestern, lost to Carter Storaci, 8-5 in sudden victory. The Nittany Lion, of course, went on to become a 5-time national champ. McAnally from Waconia, Minnesota, 4-time champ. A U17 world bronze, coming off a U20 world championship this past August in Bulgaria. Won that U17 world bronze in Italy. His only loss this season was to Aiden Sinclair of Missouri. Then at the national duels mid-November, he lost 6-3 to the Tiger. What intrigues you most about this matchup, Jim?
Well, I think McAnally doesn't come out of his stance very much, but he doesn't wrestle a very low stance, okay? So he kind of glides into his shots, and he's got a good low single to the ankles. His timing is really good. And, with Welch, we've seen him really put on the defense. He's been lifted, in the Ferrari match where he was lifted up high in the air like that and was able to go ahead and defend. He doesn't concede anything. So this is going to be tough and gritty. There's no other way around it.
Rocco Welsh, first season in that Penn State singlet, came from Columbus. 2024 is a true freshman at 174. Made the national final and lost to Carter Storaci. And Rocco Welsh, as gritty and tough as they get.
Yeah, and both these guys, and Rocco Welsh, always staying on the attack. He's got great conditioning. So what you see right here in the first period is what you're going to see in the third period or longer. They continue to attack, both of them.
No score, just over a half a minute remaining in this opening period. Welsh from Waynesburg, PA. Waynesburg Central, 4-time finals, 2-time champ. Pennsylvania State Championships concluding yesterday.
A couple of years ago, Rocco Welsh, I watched him at the NCAAs. He had 3 straight 4-1 sudden victory wins to get to the finals. That just tells you something about that. He's ice cold.
He's got some guts.
Yeah, he was like a 10 or 11 seed or something like that. He didn't go in there with a high seed, but he had,
I believe, a 6 seed.
6 seed.
He was 3rd at the Big Tens that year. No score after 3 minutes. Welsh with the choice.
Face this way, guys. Face the other way.
And Rocco will go on bottom. McAnally was 25-2 last season. His only losses to Strachey in the Big Ten final, then had that match with Parker Kekheisen in the national semis, fell to Kekheisen 4-1. Came back and took third, got the next best thing. Welsh on the board with the escape.
Quick straight-on shot there by Welsh, but then McAnally had a nice go-behind attempt there. And I think, you know, if Welsh gets McAnally back to the edge of the mat here and takes him straight off, I mean, he's already got a stall warning from it. I mean, why not get into a pushing mode right here? Yeah, you see that Welsh working hard with that underhook right now.
Collar tie left side as well.
And he's stuffing the head, trying to make him work.
Welsh had that great comeback on February 13th against Ohio State's Dylan Fishback. He was down late and found a way to get it done in the final seconds.
Yeah, that was as much mental as anything. I mean, he was overwhelming Fishback at the end. Fishback had that match won, and just the mental toughness of Welsh won with the final takedown. Just amazing. You guys called that one. It was really, really fun to watch.
Yeah, he just kind of, Fishback has had kind of a lot of losses like that, but he just kind of got a little disoriented in the last few seconds of it, and Welsh took advantage of it. A lot of weight there now with the shot here by Welsh. Going to be difficult to go ahead and finish that. Quick stalemate. That's a good call.
Welsh last 4 years at Waconia, 181-1. His lone loss to Joey Novak. Joey Novak at Wyoming. He fell to Rocky Elam in the Big 12 finals yesterday. Wrestled for head coach Nick Hackman. Volunteer coach Derek Sikora spent a lot of time working with Max McAnally, taking him around the world.
Get one.
Slides off the whistle, pops to his feet. Fight hands now to real estate. McAnally hoping to make that step to the top of the podium.
Screen cover.
Championship mat at the center, wrestling third and fifth as well, and the escape makes it 1-1. No big surprise here with this 1-1 score.
No, it isn't. Yeah, it's so difficult for these great athletes to be able to get to each other's legs, finish.
Half shot there by the Nittany Lion. Fake for McAnally.
Again, Rocco leading that right leg, and McAnally's got a nice shot to that low shot right there to it. Right.
Looks for the go behind.
Wow,
that's skipping away. Welsh.
Yeah, that looked like what we saw when Angelo Ferrari was trying to ride him there. He dropped back down. Watch him kick out of this there. He just like, just trying to high step. Look like he's leading the band.
Each guy with an escape. 184-pound Big Ten championship match. Meeting for the first time this season. Down to 50 seconds in regulation.
Circle. He wants to push out. Set it up.
Rocco's come a little bit more out of his stance here, so this make McAnally's stance look a little bit better. Now they're wrestling a little bit more head-to-head. There's the low shot. That's that right foot that I was looking at there when he's leading it. Wasn't able to get all the way through it.
Down to 20 seconds. Shot there from Rocco Welsh, straight on, no angle for the Nittany Lion.
A little peek at the clock by McAnally. They know they're going to familiar territory for both of them. They've never wrestled each other, but they know what it means to step into the minute sudden victory.
Going to the sudden victory.
Hey, you got a warning.
Just get the feeling there's going to be a lot of matches like this in the national tournament.
Especially at this weight class. I mean, you know, Ferrari, Sinclair, these two, such a tight group. Young, too. We're going to see him for a long time.
This match has been wrestled on the feet. No real threatening attacks by either guy up to this point.
Oh, nice shot right there. Good job by him to get to the single leg. Boy, Welsh did not. I thought he was caught dead in his tracks right there with that shot. He ended up squaring up and getting to his feet. Great defense. Another shot by McAnally right there.
Halfway through this sudden victory. McAnally circles back in.
Again, where that's important, Shane, is that McAnally's been warned for stalling, so he's got to circle back in every time he's at that edge.
There's a nice shot by Welsh and good defense by McAnally. Came down with the anchor, as the hips as an anchor.
Down to 25 seconds in this sudden victory.
Both guys were able to get out so easily, so another straight-on shot by, there it is, straight-on shot by McAnally.
Right into the chest of Rocco Welsh.
Good job. Stay focused.
And we are going to the tiebreakers. 9 minutes. Not enough time to decide this final. Riding time is cleared. Welsh will go on bottom.
Turn around.
And I'd say that Welsh probably gave the best effort in the top position. He's going to go immediately into the down position right now. Earlier in the match, so he's...
And this stage of the game, too, that they're slippery.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
That's...
Quick stand-up off the whistle. Great man return. There's a roll from Welsh. It's a quick escape. It took him just a few seconds. 3 seconds of riding time for McAnally.
Still got plenty of time here, even in this period.
Even to get a stall call here.
Deep shot there from McAnally at a single leg. Final seconds. And he is going to get behind Welsh. Plants him into the Resolites. For 3. The challenge break flies in.
He said time was out, no takedown.
Again, this is not sudden victory. These are 2 30-second periods wrestled in their entirety. And that quick escape by Rocco Welsh might have been the best thing that happened to Max McAnally. Got to his offense, got to a leg.
Yep, but they're going to go ahead and go back to the review on that. But what a beautiful roll through for the escape, as you mentioned. It's an official Minnesota coach's challenge right now. 8 seconds left, and it's going to be hard for McAnally to get a finish on this. But watch him go ahead and pop in. Does he get to the... Oh, boy, he had his hands on the mat there for a while. I don't know if they're going to call that reaction time.
They did not award it. They did not award the takedown.
Well, they did right there, but the time was out. But
so they initially awarded it and then took it off.
No, he just called it after the time was out. So he put his 3 fingers up.
Yeah, and so he awarded it, but to Jim's point, the time was out.
The time was out.
But I'm not sure it was. I mean... That was close.
I think there was a couple seconds there where it was at 0, but
there's Brandon Eggum and Michael Kimmer in the corner, and Brandon Eggum wasting no time as he slings that brick onto the mat.
Now watch this. We're 5 seconds right now. Right here at this position. That hand was on the mat. See the referee, no points, and then he waits. 1001, obviously we're in slow motion. So eventually awards the 3, but obviously the time was out. Yeah.
Jim, with 2 seconds left, I thought there was a point where he could have called the takedown. The hand was down.
The right
was
hand
around the hips.
The right hand was down.
They didn't call that at all.
The call on the mat is upheld, no takedown.
The call on the mat is upheld, no takedown.
Well, 2 things. Oh, they're going to go neutral.
They're going to go neutral because McAnally
Not
otherwise would have to
get out in less than 3 seconds.
Exactly. This is the right call. Gives him his best chance.
And he's got to feel better than he did before.
Quick flurry from McAnally. Here's McAnally. 25 seconds, a single leg. Welsh picks an ankle and skips away. McAnally keeping that pressure. Down to 10 seconds. There's a stall call on Welsh. And Rocco Welsh remains undefeated. He's got his first Big Ten title.
And what an effort.
And the Nittany Lions with a program record 6th Big Ten champion. And Zach is with the latest Penn State Big Ten champ.
Battled, bruised. That one went to tiebreakers. What type of belief does it take to win a match like that, Rocco?
It's not belief in myself. It's belief in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
A winner on the mat here. What is it like to win it here in the Bryce Jordan Center?
You know, it's awesome being home. Tons of Penn State fans. It's pretty cool, you know. There's nowhere better than this place, so it's awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Once again, Zach Mackey.
Shane, looking at this third place bout, it also had to go down to a little extra time put on the clock. It's sudden victory. Look at that. Brock Manzanona turns the corner over Chris Moore, and he gets his hand raised and gets a third place finish here at the Big Ten Championships. Here's a look at the qualifiers. Now, a couple of medical forfeits. Ferrari medical forfeited there, but he does get one of the allotments as the 8th guy getting in there, as well as Silas Allred with a medical forfeit. So a 5th place finish for Shane Carnegie-Walsh. Shane.
197 pounds, Josh Barr and Camden McDaniel. Josh Barr undefeated, 18-0. Earlier this season beat McDaniel 21-9 for a major decision. 5 falls, 9 techs, and 4 major decisions. All bonus point victories for the 4-time Michigan State champion out of Davison, Michigan.
Making a strong case for the Hodge Trophy himself.
Yeah, and especially at this weight, the attack rate that he has, opponents don't see it often at 197, the kind of attack rate that Josh Barr has.
His offense is obliterating. 75 gallons of pace every time this guy toes the Resolite.
Come on, guys.
Relentless, can score points in a hurry.
Yeah.
From time to time, he's in close matches, then you look up and he's up by 10.
Well, the third period is where he really puts it on. But hey, I've been impressed with McDaniel. He's really come along. Nice shot there by Barr in a good finishing position here. Got that outside wrist down. Outside hand down, basically. Right, trying to come out, shelving that leg. Gets really close. Roll through attempt there by McDaniel. No points yet.
Looking for a return in 3 points.
Nothing.
No takedown awarded yet.
No control, guys.
Barr trying to navigate that edge.
He's got the leg.
Steps over, gets that ankle hooked, makes the turn and scores the 3. Well done. Good patience there from Barr.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get yourself in a good position like that. You just gotta, you know, you just breathe. You know, just go ahead and relax a little bit. Not relaxing, but keep your intensity and just don't do anything that will panic you out of that position.
Here.
Camden McDaniel, over 20 wins last season, was 5th at the Big Tens, the 20th seed in Philly. Lost in the first round to Trey Munoz, then won 4 straight to become an All-American. He beat Gabe Sollers of Indiana to lock up All-American status. He's from Circleville, Ohio, a state champion at Taze Valley, was a 3-time finalist, ranked 10th in the nation.
And all that last year was as a true freshman. I mean, so Josh Barr has a year on him here at 197. I mean, this is a very impressive young man, Camden, getting that All-American as a true freshman last year.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock. And I've said this before. I looked down there, and Camden McDaniel's in the round of 12, and he's winning a match, and that he knew Nebraska was having a great meet that year.
Good. Cover.
All the All-Americans they were putting out there, but I think he's gotten better this year, guys. I mean,
yeah, there's no question.
Guys, we need
yeah,
to stay on
he's
the
gotten
mat.
better.
Been wrestling well. He's won 11 of his last 12. That lone defeat during that span was to Barr. Barr 20 wins last season. Lost in the semis to Jacob Cardenas. Was injured in that match, so he took 6th and then went to Philly. Made the national final. Lost to Stephen Buchanan of Iowa. Head to the outside. McDaniel gives up the second takedown.
Yeah, that was footwork right there. Even it looks like he was on his side, but it was footwork that he was able to hide that ankle, come around, hook, and get on top for the 2-3.
And you look up in that riding time, over 50 seconds already for Barr. Short time in the first. Barr won the Southern Scuffle this year, beat All-American Stephen Little of Arkansas Little Rock 9-1. Again, 100% bonus rate for Josh Barr. Looking for another bonus point victory. To match his teammate Mitchell Mesenbrink. That second takedown from the Nittany Lion.
Tell you what, it's impressive, but you see a lot of Nittany Lions do this. They see Barr taking the shot. What does this look like? Does that look like Mitchell Mesenbrink underneath there? No, it's Josh Barr. He rolls his head to the outside, dumps him down, clears that ankle out.
That's such a good point, Jim. He's Mitch-like, isn't he?
Yeah. That's the great thing about being on a successful team. You get to find out what works out there.
Improve.
Stay ahead of the curve. You know, they do that as well as anybody. When they get on the leg, coming out the back door, that type of thing, and then rolling your head to the outside, keeping the ankles clean and scoring.
Stay center.
Barr would be the Nittany Lions' 7th Big Ten champ. On the legs once again. Good hips from McDaniel.
Keep working. Action, come on.
And we'll have a restart in the second period, 129.
You move, you snap. Set.
Met Josh Barr's uncle a couple years back. His uncle is an Eagle Scout.
You gotta have Eagle Scouts in your community. They save lives.
And you can speak to that as well as anybody. 1:10 second period. Barr up by 4, looking to add to his lead. Wow. And he's going to dump McDaniel down for 3 more.
McDaniel looking for something big there, and who can blame him?
Third takedown for Josh Barr, 9-2. Riding time over 1.5 minutes.
Need one, Kev.
In our 285-pound Big Ten Championship finalists, Ferrari of Nebraska, Gdali of Michigan. So far, guys, through 8 weight classes, it's been Penn State and Ohio State.
You guys working, let's
So
go.
we'll have another school that will get a Big Ten champ in either Nebraska or Michigan.
You got blood?
Of the 20 competitors this afternoon, Nittany Lions with 8, Nebraska 5, Ohio State 3. Pair of Gophers, a Wolverine, and a Hawkeye.
Roll it. Roll it. Hop up and roll it. What?
Well, roll through there by McDaniel. He hasn't given up. That's for sure.
Second period is in the book.
Okay. Okay. We got Green's choice. Penn State, bottom. Green goes down.
Big Ten Network launching in the summer of 2007. Of course, has made a big impact on college wrestling. Been fun to be a part of it, led by our executive producer, Mark Halsey, coordinating producer, Bitsy Brandis. Got a great truck with producer Jeff Sermon and director Jeff Clark. Just like when you hear these guys winning Big Ten titles talking about their family, as Barr tacks on 3 more, he's widening the gap. Same can be said with these Big Ten Network productions. So many people behind the scenes doing great work.
Yep.
Jeff Sermon, our producer, Jeff Clark, director.
They're winning Big Ten titles this weekend.
Great work.
You know, that's the thing about it, is I think our crews over the years have fallen in love with the sport. You know, they appreciate the difficulty, and it's a great product.
1:15, third period, Josh Barr, 2.5 minutes of riding time, so that is locked up. Appears destined for another bonus point victory and what would be his first Big Ten title. Great.
Wow.
People working in audio as Barr goes 3 more points. Wayne Wilson, Mike Graney, Kerry Trout with us here today.
Still green.
Talk about a guy that never flinches under pressure, Kerry Trout.
We've had some audio issues here in this arena.
Not many, but sometimes.
Yeah.
He stays calm. 16 points on the board for Josh Barr. Just another day in the office.
Still here.
Exhausting the scoreboard once again.
By exhausting himself.
Yeah, he empties the tank.
Do nothing. Watch your knee. Break.
Good, potentially dangerous call there. 17 seconds left. Make sure both guys walk out of this healthy.
Quick shot there off the whistle. They go behind for Barr. It is another tech fall. His 10th tech fall of the season, now 19-0. And Josh Barr is your Big Ten champ at 197. Nittany Lion, Big Ten champion, number 7.
Last takedown, just a go behind right there, pops out of it. And that pace is just relentless.
And Zach is with the first-time Big Ten champion, Josh Barr.
Josh, last year it was an injury that took you out of this tournament. This year you finished at top of the podium. What's that like?
Just praising Jesus. I started this season off the mat too for an injury, and just grateful to be here, man. Praising the Lord and spreading the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ through wrestling. That was my calling, so just grateful to be here, grateful to do it.
Your undefeated season continues on. What can we expect out of Josh Barr at the NCAA tournament?
Following the will of the Father in heaven, doing my best, and just having fun. Hey, life ain't so serious, especially a game like wrestling, so just having fun.
Congrats on the championship.
Thank you.
7 pounds.
Yeah, Shane, a lot of action here at 197 pounds. We start with the 3rd place match, and you see Luke Geog had the lead, and he continued with yet another takedown. There were the first. He kept with the offense, and he keeps a 3rd place finish here at the Big Ten Championships. In the 5th place match, though, we had some fireworks here. Look at this. Wyatt Ingham turns him on his back. He gets the fall of the 2nd period and gets the win for Wisconsin to go ahead and take home a 5th place finish at the Big Ten Championship. The full list of qualifiers, we've got 10. This is the one of 2 weight classes that will send 10 for the Big Ten onto the NCAA Championships. A 7th place finish for Branson John. There's the full list of them going on to the NCAA Championship, Shane.
The Big Ten taking 10 at 197 pounds to Cleveland. Warren, Michigan, back in his home state after he spent 6 years in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina at Campbell. Was a 4-time national qualifier, was an All-American in 2024, placing 8th. And A.J. Ferrari began his career in 2021 as a national champ at Oklahoma State down at 197. Won the Big 12s last year at Cal State Bakersfield. Won the Pac-12s and now looking for his 3rd conference title. It'd be his 1st in the Big Ten. So both these guys, TJ, pretty well traveled. Gdali 22-2. Mentioned the loss to Ferrari, the other to Christian Carroll at the Cliff Keeney in Las Vegas.
Everything clean. Everything clean.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Gdali's second half of the season here, that 2026, particularly in that match with Ben Keeter in the Iowa dual meet, where he really went after it and tried to add to his lead. He's a big, talented athlete, can go ahead and shoot, good in the top position as well. You know, AJ Ferrari always been really difficult to take down. His strength that he possesses here is be able to stay from distance.
Deadlift 660, Jim.
Yeah, he did
10 pounds more than you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Stay out of there. Stay out of there.
10 pounds more than the groceries I order a month. But, you know, I tell you what, he did 565 the other day 6 times. That's like, you know,
man strength.
It's just his ability. I mean, these guys are putting some serious time in the weight room, but it'll be interesting because Ferrari wrestles from distance, doesn't like to tie up very much, will try to break free. But when he does go, he totally commits to it, gets that wrinkle in the back of his neck and throws that handsome face of his right into the shot.
And both of these guys are immovable objects out there.
Yeah.
50 seconds in a scoreless first period.
The extra strength that Gdali has gained in the last 2 years is just, I think, amazing. He's put on extra weight, and he's just improved 6 years in college right now, and he's made his biggest jump in the last year and a half.
Ferrari, a 2-time All-American, won that national title, as I mentioned, in 2021. Last season, he placed third for Cal State Bakersfield. He was 22-1. His only loss was to the eventual national champion, Stephen Buchanan. Beat Big Ten champion Jacob Cardenas of Michigan for third. Short time in the first. Appreciate the efforts of our associate directors, Brian O. and Nathaniel Rosma. Alex Bippis, our technical director, celebrating a birthday this past week. Thanks to Alex. Big Ten champion Jake Herbert and my mom having birthdays this past week as well. My mom turning 71 years old. Happy birthday, Mom. Jack Housengay, one of the all-time greats at replay, along with Rachel Lombardo and Jason Laplow. Jack Housengay is a legend on replay. First ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah, Housengay.
We've had some good ones, but Jack's right up there. And what's his
right up there? I mean, he's atop the podium.
Personal. What's his personal license plate?
Might be his last name. I can't remember.
Just like,
he's next level.
Yeah, we saw
no
it
doubt
one time.
about it.
Good job by Ferrari here, staying behind the elbows there. Yeah.
Drop down.
Jeff Sermon, our producer, confirming Housengay's personalized license plate is Housengay. I mean, that's a different level of confidence. I'd maybe go, but not enough letters or not enough real estate on the license plate. If I was him, I'd go with Captain Jack. I like that, but Housengay says it all.
You don't have one in Wisconsin that says Sparks? Fit that on their Sparks 1 or 1 Sparks?
Ferrari's so good in his top position. He's been able to keep the Wolverine down for the first 30 in the second period. I mean, AJ Ferrari on top is just
speaking of confidence.
Great wrestling IQ, very mat savvy, good mat awareness, knows the situation. This is what he does.
Good follow, the crab ride for the big guy. So a little shoulder roll situation. And Kevin Jackson's going to throw out the brick right there.
Perhaps locked hands.
Locked hands, potential locked hands call forthcoming. Jason Wedgbury, I think, is going to go.
Sean Bourmet, head coach at Michigan, flips the challenge brick to the officials.
Yeah, what Kevin saw, he was right on top of it, looked within a foot of what he was looking at, and he's pretty sure.
Let's take a look at this roll-through situation. So the hands are split right there. They go into the roll-through, and you roll with that, okay? The hands are still split. Now, right here were the hands together, but you know what? His knee was off the mat, so I don't think that's going to amount to anything. Yeah, I don't see that being
I think it's a good call, good non-call.
And when Gdali rolled through, he came up, all right, and at that point in time, the hands may have touched. Right there, maybe on the way down.
Yep. You're right.
Yeah.
Right, what we can't see.
Jason Wedgbury reviewing the video. It has been a spectacular couple of days here inside the Bryce Jordan Center. 2026 Big Ten Wrestling Championships. Qualifying tournament for the national championships in Cleveland.
And I don't know about you guys, but I've seen less arguing with coaches with officials. So that tells you right there they've done a great job. This tournament is always really well officiated.
Cream of the
They
crop.
get the best.
Yep.
So I'll look at the independent review room. Gdali and Ferrari here at 285. Gdali at Campbell was a four-time SoCon finalist, won 3 SoCon titles, over 100 victories in his career. So both these guys combined with 5 conference titles, and one this afternoon
kind of record there.
Take home a conference title from the nation's premier wrestling conference, the Big Ten. One more glance at the position. It's about the best angle we have. Really hard to tell from that angle.
Yeah.
But again, you look at Sean Bormet and Kevin Jackson.
They have different angles to work with, and then maybe they're looking at the time right now, because this might be a locked hands call and trying to get the riding time right, as much time that they're spending on this. I'm speculating, of course, but you know, Kevin Jackson sitting over there on the inside, he had a great look at it.
He did, and it looks like Gdali may have been able to hold the hands together.
And they have a camera on the other side to give a different angle that they're able to review. We don't have access to that. Sean Bormet and Kevin Jackson. Sean Bormet, a Big Ten champion. Kevin Jackson, an Olympic champ.
There is no locked hands.
No locked hands. So it remains 0-0 as Gdali will go back in the bottom position.
46 seconds of riding time so far, and you want to, at least build up to a 120, 125 or so, or ride out the whole period if you can. With that extra rest there, Gdali comes out pretty explosive.
Ferrari is really suffocating in the top position. He works really hard, goes to a single leg.
Break easy.
Out of bounds.
There'd be a little bit difference between Jory Vogt landing on me and one of these guys landing on me. Yeah.
I'm not worried about you guys.
They come anywhere close, I am running for the hills.
That takes it to 58 seconds.
This is classic A.J. Ferrari in the top position.
Controlling the hips.
Thigh pry as Gdali works to his feet.
Wow.
There's a trip by Ferrari. The riding time at 1:10 in the favor of the Cornhusker. 50 to go in this second period.
See how he pushed forward there and cleared out that left leg real easily there, and then Gdali kind of landed out of balance.
This will be interesting as we go into the next period, because Gdali good on top as well.
Locks in on the leg one more time. You got to have a good grip there.
But he's building his riding time here. And there's a stall call on Ferrari.
He'll take it as he flattens him out there. Really nice job of following up and letting Gdali off.
You want to grab those inside wrists too. Those elbows are out. You grab the inside wrist. That's going to be something else that buys you a little time.
You see A.J. Ferrari's family sitting mat side. It's a good-looking chain on Mr. Ferrari.
Yeah, it is. You know, a nice talk with those folks. They're fun people. But you know what? They were able to, the family there was able to get a stall call on Gdali there when he's basically just laying flat. Good job, fam.
So the riding time is going to go to 1:57. The reason it wasn't 2 minutes is because Ferrari had that stall call. When that happens, the riding time stops. So that took about 3 seconds before he was able to return the Wolverine down to the Resolite. So now Ferrari on bottom. We'll see how committed Gdali is to the top position. Not very committed as Ferrari gets the escape. So Gdali needs a takedown.
And this is a totally different match right now from the first period here. Both guys are on their feet, of course, but, you know, Ferrari understands he has that lead. 1-0 lead in riding time.
Working graphics at these championships, Ashley Mazzicco, Don Musial-Ratke, and Jacob Sullivan. Stage manager John Bridgens. Johnny B, appreciate his work all weekend long, helping us out. Here, Matt side, as they wrestle on the edge, Ferrari to a single leg. And out of bounds as Ferrari's foot was off the mat.
You mentioned how savvy AJ Ferrari is. You notice how he kept that left toe in all the way through that. You know, we could have used another 3 or 4 feet of mat space right now. That certainly had enough with the stage.
Matt Gilbert adds some more Resolite. There is no such thing as too much Resolite.
Yeah, we could have used more.
Thanks to our production assistants, Abby Benj and Lena Pedrelli. Frank Cariotti, our editor, and a special thanks to Dype and Shaw. And first and foremost to you, the fans, who have spent the last couple of days watching us here on the Big Ten Network. And this tournament has not disappointed. It has been so fun as we near the end of another college wrestling season. 30 to go in the third period. Gdali now behind Ferrari, his best opportunity. And there's the 3 for the Wolverine. It brings Sean Bourmet out of his seat. A late takedown for Gdali. And there is a stall call on Ferrari, his second, another tally on the board for the Wolverine. It is 4-1, and this match has turned on a dime. And AJ Ferrari holding his right knee. It's going to be injury time. And what that will mean is Gdali will now have the choice.
Let's take a look at this sequence, Shane. Take a look at Ferrari's got the lead, but he decides to go ahead and lower his level, counter shot, and shoots, basically. And the power of Gdali in this situation is insurmountable, really. He comes all the way back behind.
Look how quick he was in that sequence.
Exactly. And particularly after he'd been ridden for 2 minutes or minute 57 himself. I mean, that's great endurance.
Stressful for the corner of Gdali. That is Scott Sentis in that corner as well. He was Gdali's coach at Campbell. Ferrari has the riding time locked up, so it's essentially a 4-2 score. Because that injury time taken by Ferrari, Gdali will have choice. The Wolverine will go on bottom. And right now, if you are Ferrari, you got to cut him. And that's exactly what the Nebraska corner is showing AJ.
Yeah, let him up.
So this will make it essentially 5-2. So Ferrari needs a takedown and a ride out to force the sudden victory. He's got 18 seconds. Ferrari, hands on his knees, the slow walk back to the center, and here we go, down the stretch at 285. A 3-time SoCon champ, and now a Big Ten champ. Gdali avenging an earlier season loss to AJ Ferrari. And the Wolverines have another Big Ten champion at heavyweight. The late takedown was the difference as Gdali puts 3 on the board late. Goes to his supporters. Gives a couple of big hugs. What a career it's been for Gdali. Finishing strong. Former coach Scott Sentis Sentis was his coach, as I mentioned, at Campbell. Campbell's head coach now is former Nebraska Cornhusker TJ Gdali. Seven Big Ten champs for Penn State. Ohio State with the pair, and the Wolverines get one at 285 in the name of Gdali. Now repping that Mesen blue. Ferrari rode him the entire second period. But that takedown was the difference. Oh, what a feeling, a Big Ten championship. The Nittany Lions winning their 4th straight team championship. They have been the story here in 2026. National tournaments less than 2 weeks away in Cleveland, Ohio. The Big Ten as a conference looking to make it 19 straight NCAA team championships. Zach is with the big guy, the Big Ten champ, Gdali.
Heck of a match, Tay. Tell me, it didn't go your way in the duel. What was the difference in this one here tonight?
Man, I just want to start. Jesus Christ, man. Y'all don't know how long and how hard this journey has been to get to where I'm at right now. And anybody at home that is struggling, Jesus came for the people who are weak, not the strong. And I just want to everybody know the world is not a trustworthy place. You've seen all the bad things happening. Put your trust in Jesus Christ, because, man, he saved my life, and I'm the only reason why I'm here today. That whole thing, how it turned around me losing early in the year, it was all for this moment. And it was just to tell a testimony of what God has done for my life. So everybody watching, keep Jesus in your life, man. He saved me.
Tay, you came to Michigan for moments like this, stages like this, Big Ten championship. What's it like to accomplish that?
Man, it's a dream. I never thought I could even be a national champ. I just had a silly dream as a kid that I said I wanted to be a national champ. And, man, I just kept messing up, but I never quit. And, man, if you don't quit, you can achieve things that you never thought. So coming from SoCon, coming here, man, it's a dream come true.
Congrats on the championship.
Thank you, man.
Gdali putting a cap on these Big Ten championships at heavyweight. Luke Lillidahl, his second Big Ten title. Mesenbrink captures number 3. Mendez, his second. Levi Haynes, his 4th. What a battle at 133 with Ben DeVino. And how about 157 pounds? You talk about a lot of offense. PJ Duke scored 20 against Brandon Cannon, and then 12 against Antrell Taylor in the final, avenging an earlier season loss right here inside the Bryce Jordan Center. Rocco Welsh and Josh Barr, their first Big Ten titles as well. When we come back to the Bryce Jordan Center, we'll hand out some hardware as Gdali carefully inks his signature. Shane Van Ness getting the lone pin in these championships, helping lead the Nittany Lions to their 4th straight Big Ten tournament title.
You can't really, a lot can change in about a week and a half, and to be an NCAA champion, I think everybody who's in this tournament is well aware of it. Here you just kind of basically got to get ready and prepare yourself the best you can. Try to win a national title in a week and a half.
And now they will present the championship trophy to the Penn State Nittany Lions. Time for the hardware, the trophy, and that championship belt. What impressed you most these past 2 days when you look at this overall conference, Tim?
Well, first of all, the show that the Bryce Jordan Center puts on. It was an electric environment all weekend long. And then, of course, we talked about it up front tonight. Penn State, another personal team record. They have 7 champions. They score more points than they ever have. So next year we'll be saying their best ever Big Ten championships was last year, just like we did this year. So very impressive. It's a wrestling dynasty that doesn't seem to want to quit.
A lot of smiles on the faces of those national or Big Ten champions, rather, as we are the champions by Queen playing here inside Bryce Jordan Center. There's the championship trophy being held by the outstanding wrestler P.J. Duke. Luke Lillidahl picking up his 2nd Big Ten title. He's got that team championship belt. 7 Big Ten champions for the Nittany Lions, and standing with their head coach, Cael Sanderson, Zach Mackey.
It is yet another Big Ten championship for the Penn State Nittany Lions. We're here with their head coach, Cael Sanderson. Coach, what's this one like for you and your team?
Oh, it's great. You know, being here at Penn State and the guys all wrestling really well. Great preparation for the national tournament coming up, but it's tough to win in the Big Ten, so we'll enjoy it.
Coach, these fans here in the Bryce Jordan Center have brought it all weekend long. And what was it like having the Big Ten championships here at your home?
Oh, it's amazing. Everyone did a great job running the event, obviously. Our fans did a great job. We really appreciate it. I'm glad the guys went out there and wrestled hard for them.
There's a culture that Penn State has that you're going to win every time you go out there. What makes this group so special, embracing that culture?
It's just good kids, a lot of character, and they enjoy winning. They enjoy scoring points. That's what they go and do.
And, Coach, what's it going to take at the NCAA tournament in 2 weeks to get a national title?
Just got to be ourselves. Just do what we do.
Congratulations on the championship.
Cool. Thank you.
Picking up his 3rd Big Ten title this afternoon, he's standing by with Zach.
He's got the championship hat on. You've got a lot of those now. What's this dynasty? What's this mean, being a part of a team like this that continues at such a high level?
Yeah, I think it's just a constant reminder of who we get to be around and how we're so lucky to be surrounded by, you know, not only the best wrestlers in the world, but the best coaches in the world and the best men and women that make this program go around. And I think through this, you know, college age of things changing, I think our coaches and the men and women around us, they are, you know, solidifying the foundation of things that are intangible, that in an ever-changing world, there's things that never change. And I think our coaches have a grasp of what that is.
How much does that wrestling room, that strength on strength, so many guys that will compete at the highest level, how much does that help everybody in the room?
Yeah. Obviously, iron sharpens iron, right? And so you can't be a savage or be a beast or win titles without people that help you win titles. And again, I keep saying it, but it's a strong testament to the camaraderie, and not only that, but the relationships that we have and wanting each other to succeed and love what we do.
Congratulations, Mitchell. Another Big Ten championship, Shane.